Hello, and welcome to Crime Labs. As always, please like and subscribe to our channel to help us grow a voice for victims. Today, we'll be covering the cases of two women named Mary Morris, murdered only days apart from each other. Mary McGinnis Morris was a 39-year-old nurse. Mary Lou Morris was a 48-year-old loan officer. Both women were murdered in their vehicles near Houston, Texas. On the morning of October 12, 2000, 48-year-old Mary Lou Morris left for work and was never seen again. She did not arrive at work or answer calls from her husband. That morning, a body was found badly burned in a car, smoldering 3 miles from their home. Her body was identified as Mary Lou Morris, but her cause of death was impossible to be determined because of the fire. Mary Lou Morris's wedding ring was missing. On October 16, 2000, Mary McGinnis Morris was found dead in her car with very similar circumstances to Mary Lou. Mary McGinnis Morris was a 39-year-old nurse practitioner in charge of several local clinics. They found she had issues with a man at work, including many of her picture frames facing down on her desk, with a note on this man's desk that said, "Death to her." She told her husband about the incident, and he bought her a gun. He placed it under the driver's seat of her car. A few weeks later, she spoke with her friend and told her she saw someone at the drugstore who gave her the creeps. She said she was going to return to her office to sign off her computer and head home. 12 minutes later, Mary McGinnis made a 911 call, during which she was apparently abducted and attacked by her assailant. Soon after, she was found dead. The medical examiner determined she had been beaten and shot to death, but the killer tried to stage the scene to look like a suicide. Investigators found blood on the passenger door, which was left open, and the keys were found outside the vehicle. Police suspected the co-worker as well as her husband, Mike. Mike claimed he was at the movies with his daughter during the murder, but refused to allow police to interview his daughter, hired an attorney, and refused to take a polygraph. Investigators learned that Mike confronted Mary about an affair shortly before her murder, had a total of $700,000 worth of life insurance on Mary. Mike's phone records show he called Mary's phone around the time of the murder, and the call lasted 4 minutes. Mike states he called Mary, but she didn't answer, and he wasn't on the phone for 4 minutes. But investigators believe Mike was calling to talk to Mary's killer. Most people suspect that since the cases are so similar, a contract may have been put on Mary McGinnis Morris, but the killer killed the wrong Mary Morris and then went back to correct his mistake. This is supported since Mary Lou Morris's wedding ring was missing, a common practice of hitmen taking the ring back to confirm the kill. The wedding ring was later found on Mary Lou's daughter. The family claim they later found it. The other suspect, Mary McGinnis's co-worker, remains a mystery. Investigators have kept most of this case close to the chest since the case is unsolved. No one has ever been charged for the Mary Morris murders. No murder weapon was ever found. 22 years later, their families are still searching for answers and waiting for justice. Let's hold a moment of silence for Mary Lou Morris and Mary McGinnis Morris. Thanks for watching Crime Labs on YouTube. Please click here to watch our other videos.